Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am Andy Ruther, coming to you live from the Smut Studio in Venice Beach, California, with my co-host, Joey No Chill Prano.
Good evening, Andy.
There's a little Bill Walton in there.
Yeah. A little Bill Walton, a little Count, a little Sesame Street. Good evening.
Did you watch
Vincent Price?
Did you watch Sesame Street growing up?
I mean, I think everybody watched Sesame Street growing up, right? Isn't that like the go-to?
At what age?
Nowadays, kids, like, there's the apps, the Disney app, the fucking Rugrats app, the SpongeBob app. I'm assuming these guys grew up on SpongeBob. That's why every meme on the internet that has happened in the last 5 years is SpongeBob related.
It's funny because you bring up SpongeBob and we're talking Sesame Street. I was going to say, what age did you realize Bert and Ernie were gay?
Bert and Ernie are gay?
Yeah, they're totally gay.
I'm not sure that that's true.
They're totally gay. No man
Look,
that old still live together.
And Sesame Street has touched on a lot of social issues. If Bert and Ernie were gay, they'd be out by now.
Just like SpongeBob was supposedly gay. Do you know about this?
I don't know anything about SpongeBob. Except what I've been able to piece together through memes. So apparently there's two restaurants. One's good, one's not good. I know that.
The Krusty Krab.
I don't know.
You're not familiar with the Krusty Krab?
No.
Isn't that what it's called, the Krusty Krab?
I know nothing.
Yeah?
I know nothing.
Well, see,
one of them gets very angry, or is that Arthur?
That's Arthur. Remember, I nannied, so he watched SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up watching a lot of SpongeBob.
Cool story, bro.
There's no story behind it. But when I was in college, what was not even a term then, the alt-right, the crazy Christian conservative alt-right.
Used to be called Tea Party?
No, it was just...
you mean just like evangelical Christians?
Yeah, evangelical Christians.
Yeah.
The one dude, I forget who it was, but started, I want to say a rumor or theory that SpongeBob was gay, and that was like hot news when I was in college.
They started boycotting it?
Yeah, I mean, come on. There's always something stupid going on.
I've heard that people are no longer putting SpongeBob on cakes or Bert and Ernie. Neither of them can be on cakes.
Why do people care? It's funny you bring up the cake.
Also, I tried to get a cake with Nick Swartzen on it. Nothing. Guy was like, I absolutely refuse.
If you owned a cake shop, by the way, do you not want to make money? If a gay couple comes in and says, bake me a cake, I'd be like, cool, that's money.
Can you imagine being the guy who's like, I don't do shit for gay people. I'm a baker. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Let's just all say what's going on here. You've been persecuted your whole life for probably being gay.
Yeah.
Now you're taking it out on actual gay people.
It's ridiculous. It's absurd. My brother told me, because my one brother who's in the bar business.
Oh, what's that? What's that? You want me to decorate your cake with My Little Ponies? You got it. This is a cake shop after all. It's pink ponies coming up. No gay shit, though.
Yeah, that's a great point. Is there anything gayer than a guy who bakes cakes? I couldn't think of anything gayer than a guy who bakes cakes. And some of these bakers have issues with giving cakes for two guys getting married.
Yeah.
It's unreal. But I was going to say my brother, who's in the bar business, always says, if you want to make a lot of money, you own the bar business, and this is no surprise either.
You do a gay night.
Or own a gay bar.
Yeah.
Because who likes to drink? Dudes. Who likes to drink even more and party? Gay dudes.
Yeah.
Boom. There's our next 30 Sports business venture. We're opening a gay bar.
And we're selling cakes out of the back.
Yeah.
We'll put anything you want on it. You want a dick on it? You got it.
And we're going to call it Sir Harambe's.
You remember the Carvel cake that they... Did you guys have Carvel in Cincinnati?
I don't know.
Carvel is like I think it's the East Coast ice cream company, but they had one cake that was...
We have graters. That's all everybody talks about.
One cake, and it was the same shape, but it could be twisted and made in different things. So it was Fudgy the Whale, but when it was turned sideways, it could be decorated to look like Santa's head.
Okay.
And then it could be turned the other way, and it looked like a turkey for Thanksgiving. But it was one shape, Fudgy the Whale. Our cake shop's going to sell Fudge Packer the Whale.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Just a gay whale.
Just a gay whale.
I love this idea. Do you like my title, Sir, or my Sir Harambe?
No, I think the Harambe thing is absurd. The
but
gorilla had a kid. They had to shoot him. We're not choosing humans over gorillas anymore? Since when?
No, but he's Sir because he's gay. He wears a crown.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's welcome to Sir Harambe's.
Okay.
I got it all figured out. No? Nothing? Okay.
I mean, I've never seen somebody take like a thing like Harambe, just like a moment in time, and run with it so hard.
You got to give me credit, dude. You have to give me no, but seriously, Brandon. You have to give me some credit for my persistence with this and refusing to give up. That way, when somebody's like, "Oh, Harambe jokes," so 2016, I'm like, "Well, I have 2 pictures of him hanging in my apartment, so I'm still doing it." You know?
Yeah.
I have a jersey. In fact, the dirtball slid into my DMs today. He's sending me a Harambe shirt.
I'm surprised that there's not like more meme related culture on the walls. Like, can't believe you don't have a crying Jordan fathead.
That'd be a good addition.
Yeah.
That'd be a good addition to the.
Let's get the old Wings poster. Remember the Jordan Wings?
Of course.
Yeah, we'll get him with him crying on it.
Yeah.
Can somebody make us a crying Jordan Wings poster?
Well, we still need to hang Centaur Joe Prano.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, do not think Charlie and Jesse, do not think we have forgotten, fellas. Like, that is on the to-do list.
Never forget.
Yeah, it's on the to-do list. It's going to happen this weekend. Anyway, you want to get to some NBA Finals talk?
Sure. I thought we might leave with the NHL Finals, but okay, NBA, let's do it.
Well, NHL Finals update: the Washington Capitals 3, the Vegas Golden Knights 1.
And it comes back to Vegas next, right?
Correct.
I'm predicting a Vegas all the way back.
A 3-1.
I'm predicting the 3-1 comeback.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody's like off the Ovechkin is a choker thing, and I don't even know about hockey, so I just knew that was a thing for a while. It's like SpongeBob. I have no idea. I'm like, why is Ovechkin a choker? Because he didn't win? That's weird.
By the way, when you said that, Alexis instantly just threw her coffee at the wall.
No, I'm going for it. I'm going like just when you think like this, the take is dead. They're going to come all the way back. And then they're going to be like, what happened to Ovechkin? And this guy's going to be like, what the fuck? I made the finals. How is this my fault?
Yeah. I don't have.
Speaking of LeBron James.
All right, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Game 3 just ended. The Cavs are now down 0-3. And we got into it. You and I got into it before the show even started.
Well, yeah. Because you went full Bayless on me.
I did not go full Skip Bayless.
You said LeBron James didn't have his best game.
I did, and I stand by it.
Which is true. Technically, he didn't have his best game. He did have a 30-point triple-double, though, which is, by most people's standards, a exceptional game. I wonder how many 30-point triple-doubles there are in the history of the NBA Finals. Do you think there's more than 20?
I don't know, Joe, but this is what I said to you, and I'll say it again on air. LeBron James has to have a nearly perfect or flawless game for the Cavs to win.
Okay.
Agree or disagree?
Sure.
So tonight...
But that has more to do with the Warriors than it does with LeBron James.
Okay, well, while he did have 33, 11, and 10, again, a triple-double, not taking it. I'm not. You know how I feel about LeBron at this point.
He didn't do it on 40 points. He didn't do it on 40 shots. He did. How many shots did he take?
28.
Yeah.
So he's 13
or 28. So he's basically shot 50%.
But this is my point. This is my point about the Cavs and about LeBron. It doesn't take anything away from how great he is. My point was that he missed 3 or 4 layups throughout the game. He just can't have that. He just can't have that happen because the margin for error is so small for Cleveland. We agree, right? It's so small because he is taking garbage men and plumbers to the finals, essentially. So my point is he just can't have that happen.
But, and I actually tweeted about it during the game because in the first half, do you know how many free throws the Cleveland Cavaliers shot?
None.
0. LeBron James went to the basket numerous times throughout the game. He didn't get a single call. And we talked about this last episode. People have to choose. Do you want flopping LeBron? Or do you want like this everybody, the Steph Curry jumping, and then like he's shot out by the 3-point line. Like he went to the basket, didn't get any fouls called on him. And then he's looking at the refs, and like Brant Tobler was like, how come LeBron's always doing this? I'm like, because he's getting fouled every time he goes to the basket.
But they all do it. By the way, that's something I want to talk about too.
But my point is, the NBA, flopping is an actual issue. It's an actual issue.
Agreed.
I blame the Europeans mostly for bringing it over.
Agreed.
But also, there's the drawing of fouls on the jump shots. Flopping is an actual issue. LeBron James did not flop tonight, and he does not get calls when he does not flop. He didn't go to the free throw line, and it's like what makes LeBron go like that when he's shooting a layup is a far more severe foul than one that just makes him miss a layup. Like getting touched on the arm will make you miss a layup.
Fine, but LeBron missed.
I saw him miss one actual plain old layup.
I saw him miss 2 in the first half. But my point is this. He makes those 2. This is why I'm saying he has to play. I'm not putting this on him. I'm just stating what I think, that he has to play.
But then you also said he got outplayed by Kevin Durant.
I think he did get outplayed by Kevin Durant.
Well, statistically, he got outplayed by Kevin Durant in points only.
Kevin Durant had a phenomenal game tonight.
Right, but this is the issue is exactly what I've said the whole time. It's one person versus a team with 4 all-stars, a relatively good bench, a fairly good coach. They're the best talent that's ever been put together. LeBron James is getting double-teamed when he goes to the basket. He's getting, fouled when he goes to the basket. He's also feeding guys. Like, how many open shots is J.R. Smith going to miss? Is Kyle Korver going to miss? Like, it's one of those things where you watch it. It's not a coincidence that Steph has a crazy good game, then KD has a crazy good game. It's like, how do you... So, last game, Steph hit 9 threes. He hit 5 in the fourth quarter alone. Then they come out tonight, right?
Yeah.
So, when you have that game, you've got to come out. You go, guys, we're not going to win if Steph Curry's making 5 threes in a quarter and 9 in the game. So, how did Steph Curry do tonight?
Played awful.
And now the other fucking former MVP winner had a great game. Who saw that coming? Like, they're very, very talented. Kevin Durant is the second best player in basketball.
We all know this, but
Yeah.
but I don't get what you're not understanding. What all I'm saying is, especially on like those 2 layups, let's say from what I saw, 2 layups, LeBron just point blank missed. Van Gundy even talked about it on the broadcast of the game where he was not fouled. My point is, if he makes those 2, if there's those 4 points, the game's completely different. Because Kevin Durant,
Yeah, and if they shoot 4 free throws in the first half, the game's completely different.
because Kevin Durant
Correct?
comes. Look, dude. Here's my opinion on the whining. I'm sick of all these fucking guys whining. They all do it. Draymond,
Yep.
LeBron. I'm sick of it in general. The NBA, they look at the ref, and I'm sick. And I bitched about this during the NFL season with DBs and wide receivers. It's the same fucking shit. Stop looking at the refs every single time. They all do it, all of them, and I'm getting sick of it. They should be fined. You want to do something? Be fined. And then give it to charity or some shit. I'm sick of it, dude. I mean, Draymond Green.
Well, Draymond Green's
He's out of control.
He may be a sociopath. He's certainly a lunatic. He's kind of an asshole. He's a shitbag to watch because he complains about every fucking call. Then they show the replay, and his former coach is going, I don't know what he's talking about. Tons of contact on that play. It's like every time he bitches, it's something. He's trash talking, guys. He's the guy in a fucking bar fight with 3 guys on the football team in college, and he's in the background going like, I'll fight anybody. It's like, yeah, you're here with fucking 3 football players, dude. You're like the best thing that can happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the only way the Cleveland Cavaliers have a chance in some of these games is if Draymond Green shoots the ball. You're not good, okay? Your sole job is to be an asshole out there, and all you do is talk shit because you're on the best team. It's easy to talk shit when you're on the best team.
Well, I made a tweet joke that he could fuck a ref's wife and he wouldn't be kicked out of the game. No, but hold on. But everybody came at me with the LeBron angle. LeBron bitches and whines too, and I get annoyed with that too. But I want everybody listening to think about this. There's a huge difference between like LeBron or Steph or some of these guys. Draymond Green turns into a theater actor. You know what I'm saying? Like he's so dramatic.
Also, the best thing that can ever happen to Draymond Green is that the double technical he gets with Tristan Thompson, because they're not going to throw him out of the game. So now after a foul call where he blatantly fouled somebody, where his former coach said tons of contact on this play, he stomped from the baseline to half court, saying "motherfucker" over and over and over again, and didn't get a second technical. So it's like,
but that's what I'm saying. Where is the line with him? This is so out of control with him. And dude, even if you're a Warriors fan, you have to see this. Did you see Channing Frye's tweet? I have to read Channing Frye's tweet. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
He said, "I cannot wait to start off the year yelling at the refs like a hobo on bath salts. So when I get to the playoffs, they say, oh, it's just Channing."
Yeah.
So obviously he's mocking Draymond because it's no, and the announcers even said that. Dude, Van Gundy was even saying that. You can't just get away with, oh, it's just Draymond being Draymond. No, he's a fucking dick.
But look, I know we have Trevor here. Trevor's a big Warriors fan, and he's like, somebody said before, it's not fun. He's like, it's fun for Warriors fans. It's like there's a small subsection of the population, and everybody else is like, this is stupid because one guy's a fuck. Like, Clay's the only guy I like on the goddamn Warriors. Because Clay's just like, hey, man, I'm here to play basketball and smoke a lot of pot and, literally not have anybody talk to me because KD's fucking got fake Twitter accounts so that he can do whatever, and he can have his moment where he's fucking going ISO and getting his 40, and Steph's doing his thing and throwing his fucking mouth guard at the referees and making shots at the end of shot clock, and Draymond's getting into fights with people. It's like, yeah, you guys have you have a super deep roster, and so everybody can act in their own asshole way, and they can still win championships. And it's like, what? Did we do something wrong? I didn't know we did something wrong. I thought this was just what a championship team is. It's like, well, look, you guys are acting the way you act because if you did that and you were shitty, people would be like, you're just kind of a fucking loser, which is the bottom line. It's what they do. If J.R. Smith acted the way Draymond Green acted and while the Cavs lost, he'd be hung on a cross. He'd be hung on a cross.
Like Harambe?
Yeah. Like that's what you get away with when you're winning. And that's what this Warriors team is. And that's why we were talking about before the show. Actually, I don't even know where I wanted LeBron to go. I kind of wanted him, obviously I wanted him to go to the Knicks, but then I'm like, oh, the Knicks will just ruin his career, and I love LeBron, so I almost don't want him to go to the Knicks. But I'm like, yeah, dude, go to Houston. Yes, let's do it. Like, I want you to join the best team because fuck you. You're not joining a record-breaking team. You're not joining the reigning finalist. Like, go ahead, join Houston. They took them to 7 games, beat them, and be like, well, are we done with that? Is that fun? Is that cool? Now I have a bunch of all-stars. Is this good for everybody? Now that I have a good coach? Is this great? Is everybody having fun now?
Well, from my perspective, I don't think it's fun. I because the mismatch is so much that we're to the point 4 years in a row now, obviously, the Warriors are going to take 3 of these 4. And it's just, I don't know if it's good for the league to have the same 2 teams where we basically know the outcome, obviously minus the miraculous 3-1 comeback. I just don't think it's good for the game.
Well, it's not, but here's the situation. And you got to credit the Warriors in the first place for building a team from the draft and putting together great talent. And what happened is they put together a really great team, and then LeBron James is always going to make it. So that's what happened. You have a great team against a great player, and it's like, oh, well, you also had great players. Like, okay, did he? Like, Kyrie's gone, made it again. Love was hurt, made it. Like, when those guys aren't there, like, remember when Kevin Love got his arm pulled out of the socket in the first round of the playoffs? He made it to the finals without Kevin Love. Remember when Kyrie?
He didn't have Kevin or Kyrie that year.
Well, he had Kyrie for a little bit of the playoffs. But
not in the finals.
Right.
Matthew Dell of the D-Leaguer.
And they lost. And he makes it without Kevin Love. Oh, well, remember when Kyrie saved him? First, and if I have to read, Kyrie saved, like, guys, that game was tied. The game was tied when Kyrie hit that shot. It was tied. It was a tie game. It's a tie fucking game. Stop saying it. The only saving in that game was LeBron James with the chase down block. That was the game saver. That saved the game. Then Kyrie hit a fucking shot. No one's saying Paxson saved Jordan. Okay.
Or Kerr saved Jordan.
We're not fucking saying that because it's not true. Now, Kyrie leaves. Oh, Kyrie went to the number 1 team. Here we go. Boston Dynasty. No, LeBron James made it. LeBron James is going to make it. That's what's going to happen. And what's unfortunate is, like, it's it's bad for the league, but it's also the way people treat. It's not bad, in my opinion, for LeBron's legacy. I think it just cements his legacy. But fucking stupid people on the internet are like, oh, 3-6 in finals. It's like, dude, he keeps taking teams that have no business in the finals into the finals.
Yeah.
There's not another player that takes that team. It's like, well, what if Kevin Durant and LeBron James swapped on these teams? Well, then this isn't the finals because like Kevin Durant's not there with this Cavs team. I'm not sure Kevin Durant's in the playoffs with this Cavs team. Kevin Durant didn't make the finals with Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams and Victor Oladipo. I mean, who's like, what the fuck are we talking about? He's not making these finals.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, we've already stated that enough. I want to talk about probably the most important part of the game. Steph Curry left to take a dump. Love that shit. Literally.
Is that what happened?
That's what Mike Breen alluded to, which I thought was even funnier because he's, the cameras are on him and he's walking out. And Mike Breen was even like, well, he's not hurt because he's not walking with anybody. He's taking a bathroom break. And I was like, dump, he's taking a shit.
Okay. Did you do that here at your apartment by yourself?
I was yelling.
Who were you screaming to?
Taking a dump.
Maybe that's why your neighbors are complaining about this show because you're screaming by yourself while you watch basketball.
I do scream by myself sometimes when I watch the game. But that got me thinking, what are the most memorable players to leave games to take dumps in sports history?
Well,
the only one I can think of was when Bobby Hurley got diarrhea, and I believe the 91 or 92 Final Four.
And that we only know that because of what?
Don't you remember? He was like, quote unquote, sick, and he left the game. He had diarrhea. Clearly, he had diarrhea.
And Paul Pierce on that wheelchair game, there is a very, very there's a lot of evidence to suggest that he actually shit himself. That's why he went on the wheelchair, and then he came back and miraculously was not hurt.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
you gotta look this up. It's crazy.
Breaking conspiracy news.
This is some weird Twitter Reddit shit.
Yeah, I definitely read it on
There's a subreddit about the shit wheelchair game.
But yeah, it was suggesting that he shit himself because there's a picture of him shooting a bass or something like that before he went out, and there was a little stain on his pants, and then all of a sudden he left with this injury in a wheelchair, and then could miraculously walk and was fine afterwards. And so people are suggesting that, yeah, he definitely shit himself.
Have you ever had to shit during a sporting event?
No, and that's what I find so interesting. I mean, I've shat myself before a few times.
I was once playing adult flag football out on Randall's Island. They didn't have a toilet, and I had hungover diarrhea, and I went into the woods, and I shit, and then I took off my socks.
Yeah, that's
a
good
move. I
move.
wiped my ass with my socks. And then I scored 2 touchdowns with no socks on.
And a mud butt.
Yeah, and tons of mud butt.
That's known as mud butt bowl.
Yeah.
Wow. That Paul Pierce thing, what if that's why Paul Pierce, maybe it's not even LeBron, maybe that's why he's still salty, that there's rumors with weird Twitter is just fanning these flames over here. Reddit, weird Twitter, that Paul Pierce shot himself. Trevor's giggling over there about something.
I found this post off of Reddit that says, I wholeheartedly support his conspiracy theory of Paul Pierce pooping his pants during Game 1 of the 2000 NBA Finals. Just funny, it came off.
2008 NBA Finals.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. I thought you said 2001.
Did he do it twice? No, I'm just kidding.
So one time in college,
We know, you shit in the laundry.
No. This is a different story. I shat myself one night. I was all liquored up, and I was walking back to where my brother used to live because he was 3 years older than me, and I just totally full on sharted. And so I got back to his place. I don't know if I threw out the underwear. I don't know what I did, or put it in his laundry. And I came home, and my brother was all fucking mad, and he saw me passed out on the ground. And the best part was he's like, what the fuck are you doing in my bed? Why are you passed out? And then he goes, why are you wearing my shorts? And I go, because I shat myself. And he's like, get on the ground. You're sleeping on the ground tonight. No grown man shits themselves. Just like I was a dog. He was treating me like a dog. Just get on the ground.
You put your face in the carpet first?
Yeah.
You know what you did.
I mean, you got to shit yourself once or twice in life. It's worth the story.
I mean, I just shit myself a couple months ago. And that was the first time since Vegas, 7 years ago.
Wait, you shit yourself a couple months ago?
Yeah, we talked about this on the show.
Bro, I don't remember what we talked about last week.
Yeah, we talked about it. I sharded.
Lay off the weed.
Yeah.
Says the guy who feeds it to me. Trevor,
Yeah,
Never remembered
he
shit.
handles it fine.
debatable. Debatable.
At least I'm remembering shit.
I'm fucking 36, bro. I'm already
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It means I'm older.
That's why you're forgetting shit?
Yeah, older. I don't know. Rodney Hood did play good tonight, though. No, dude, we shit on Ty Lue. Speaking of shitting, we shit on.
Yeah, of course we shit on Ty Lue.
I'm
Because
gonna
it's
give him
game 3 of the NBA Finals, and he just discovered he had Rodney Hood on his bench.
I'm saying he made the adjustment.
You made it. Where was this adjustment fucking 5 games ago?
Man, you're not gonna give Ty Lue any credit,
Ty
are
Lue,
you?
like J.R. Smith was still in at the end of the game. So the end of the game, they're down 3,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
First, J.R. Smith takes a terrible 3-pointer.
Yeah. Agreed.
Then he comes down. He's on Kevin Durant. Eye candy. Hits 3 in your face. Then he comes down again, and he just stands there while Draymond Green goes backdoor cut for the end of the game dunk.
Hold on a second. Actually, I got to toss shade at LeBron on the last Kevin Durant 3. Did you see what happened? He came down. LeBron at first was on KD. Then it wasn't even a pick. Watch the play.
They talked about it the whole game, the fake pick. They've talked about it.
LeBron should have stayed with him.
Well,
No. Hold on, dude. I'm telling you, and you're not
they're
gonna
switching on everything.
They shouldn't. You dude. Hold on this play. No, watch it. Everybody, go back and watch the final play.
But
he comes down. LeBron should have. Dude, LeBron's got to stay. It's the last minute of the game. You got to stay with KD. He doesn't stay with KD,
regardless of whether or not. So you have to stay with.
And he drains that 3 right in George Hill's face.
Hold on, you have to stay. LeBron James has to stay with a 7-foot shooting guard, regardless of whether or not he's getting picked. So Kevin Durant can get a shot at anybody at any time, but you want LeBron fighting through picks.
At 45 seconds left in the game, damn right. Watch the replay. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. They talked about. Did you have the announcers on during the game, or do you only listen to them when they're talking about guys shitting themselves?
The whole game, I had the announcers
literally
on.
talked about the fake screen and the Cavs. Everybody now. That's the thing. It's the trend. No one's fighting through picks. No one's fighting through mediocre picks. No one's fighting through it because everybody, like the best player on the Cavs and the 3 good players that can make shots all the time on the Warriors. Like you don't need a foot of space. You need 6 inches of space on a pick.
Okay.
So you have to jump through a pick actually before it comes.
I'm pulling this thing up, man. I'm telling you. It wasn't even a pick.
They literally talked about it during the game. They talked about the fake pick. It's a play.
Oh, this is the end of it. I need the full play. I don't know, man.
They talked about it.
I know they talked about that, but they didn't.
It's specifically a fake pick play because what they do is they can essentially get them to switch without actually having to come all the way over and set a pick because if you don't jump it, it's too late already. He's 7 feet tall. He doesn't need that much room. It's not a matter of whether or not fucking Kevin Durant's going to make it. It's just a matter of like trying.
But my point is, it's a lot easier for him to make a 3 over a smaller guy than LeBron, who's 6'9".
He's making it over. He's not like. When's the last time you saw Kevin Durant get a 3 blocked?
I'm not saying it's going to get blocked. I'm just saying the stupid fucking thing. There's too many goddamn ads. I'm trying to show you the full last play. They won't show it because fucking condoms are for ESPN. I'm trying to show you when he comes down the floor.
I'm trying to tell you don't need to show me because I know what
LeBron
they did.
was on KD.
I know.
He's got to stay with him. You don't think he does?
I think that's a moot point, regardless of who it is or isn't on him. Everybody's switching all the time. It's what they're doing. It's how LeBron ends up on Draymond. It's how LeBron ends up on Steph when he has the ball. They're all switching all the time. Like, I mean, Van Gundy was talking about all him. Like, well, if you want Kevin Love on an island, I guess that's what you got to do. It's like, well, what? And that's kind of classic Jeff Van Gundy, classic Mr. Coach who couldn't coach for fucking shit. What? He's the Bill Maher of basketball guys because he talks about the problem but not the actual answer. Yeah, you're just gonna have Kevin Love on island with Kevin Durant. So what are you saying they should do, Jeff?
I like Bill Maher, by the way.
Yeah, Bill Maher's a guy who fucking talks about the problems but never has the fucking answer.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
Do you watch Bill Maher?
Yeah, I have. And then I was like, oh, cool. You're the Colin Cowherd of politics.
I think Bill Maher's great, actually.
I think Colin Cowherd's great, too.
I didn't say that. Actually, though, you agree with Colin Cowherd more than you even know, Prano.
Yeah.
I'll occasionally watch his clips on YouTube.
I'm glad that Colin Cowherd's not one of the 40% of idiotic sports guys who doesn't think LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. Welcome to the fucking club. Thanks for not being a fucking idiot. The water's warm. Come on in.
Salty.
What am I salty about?
Salty.
What am I salty about?
Salty.
That's actually the NBA Finals for me. It's the beauty of being an unabashed LeBron James fan and knowing that like 30-point triple doubles in the NBA Finals don't happen that often. I'm like, I don't care if they lose 4. I still say give him the fucking MVP. Who's the most valuable player in this series?
Look, we agree there. He's the most valuable player this series. He's the most valuable player this season. He's the most valuable player every goddamn year.
Who he plays is not a fucking... That doesn't matter. Oh, this brings up something I actually wanted to do. It's great. It was a scientific study that I ran through the Dirty Sports Twitter account.
Man,
This is great.
We're doing scientific studies
I did
now.
a scientific study. I did a study that if you just put players and you don't give a context for why you're asking, people will just give you the actual right answers. I put yesterday I said rank these pitchers in order of greatness. And I said Clayton Kershaw, Max Scherzer, Corey Kluber. Who else did I have in there? Jake Arrieta and John Lackey. And everybody said, here's the responses we got. Overall or this season? I said overall. Overall, I'd say the exact order you already listed them in. Kluber, Arrieta is debatable. Great. Then somebody said Scherzer, Kluber, Kershaw, Arrieta, Lackey. And then Trevor went back and forth with him because he's a Kershaw slurper. And he was like, no, all time? Okay, Kershaw, 1. And then somebody said, seems like you already nailed it. And then somebody said, they're in the correct order already. And then somebody said, you got it right, guys. Suddenly, the 3-time World Series winner, John Lackey, isn't better than guys who have not won a World Series. The 1-time World Series winner, Jake Arrieta, is not better than the 3 guys.
Wait a second.
All Cy Young guys, all whatever. Suddenly, no context. Suddenly, championships don't matter.
So let me get this straight. This is amazing.
Scherzer, Kershaw, Kluber, Arrieta, Lackey. Your list is already in order. The order you have it listed is correct.
Hold on a second.
You have them perfectly
Brandon,
ranked.
wait up. So basically what you did a secret LeBron James case study from Dirty Sports. Because this is what makes it even funnier. I texted Prano yesterday. I go, oh, that baseball tweet from Dirty Sports. Did you mean to do that on Dirty Slides? Just out of curiosity. I don't care. He said, no, I meant to do it from Dirty Sports. Little did I know that he had his lab coat on.
Suddenly, rings don't matter. Here's one thing that's absolutely, if you go through all the mentions, here's one thing that's absolutely, positively, factually at the bottom. First of all, a couple people laughed that John Lackey was even on the list, even though he was a 3-time World Series winner with 3 different teams. Arrieta, 1-time World Series winner, 1-0 in the World Series, a laughably 4th. 3 guys who have lost in the World Series. Clayton Kershaw, who has been called a postseason choker, unanimously won. Scherzer lost in the World Series, unanimously 2. Corey Kluber lost in the World Series, unanimously 3. And then other Cy Young winner who won the World Series, 4. Not Cy Young winner who won 3 World Series, 5. Almost like when you take things without a fucking context of like, well, what are you asking? I mean, championships matter. Do they? Do they? Because apparently none of you fucking thought so.
But they do matter.
Do they?
They do for your Eli argument. They do for Tom Brady's argument.
They don't matter for my Eli argument, actually. They don't. He's 7th all time in everything. Add on that you have 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and it's stupid to argue with his greatness. That's it.
But
championships,
Joe,
championships
hold
just
on.
add to your legacy.
There's holes in your logic.
Okay, tell me what they are.
I'll tell you right now, because you've already stated that you would rather have Eli over Dan Marino.
Yes, because Dan Marino factually has a 66 postseason quarterback rating. So failure unanimously throughout your career in the postseason has to be factored in. It has to be factored in that Matt Ryan could have taken a knee for a quarter and a half of the Super Bowl and had a ring, but didn't. But threw a pick, took a sack.
Yeah, but my point is, statistically, where's Marino versus Eli Manning?
Not that far off, honestly, when you look at it. But yeah, his stats are up there. But in the same time, he has what people claim Kershaw has, which Kershaw doesn't even fucking have.
But but my point is now you've gone so far off the deep end. Now you're saying rings don't matter, but you've said they have mattered. That's all I'm saying.
No, rings add to your legacy. That's my point with LeBron James. He has it. He's not a choker. He's won 3 championship rings. That's the thing. That's what I've said about Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers wins 2 or 3, in my eyes, he's the greatest quarterback of all time because he has the stats and he has the championships. There's nothing you can say about him. But when you look at Mike Trout, this is the same thing we were arguing with that dickbag Kobe Dick Rider on Instagram yesterday morning. He's an Angels fan. I literally got him to say, Jeter at least greater than Trout in the postseason. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's nonsensical. Mike Trout, he's made the playoffs once. Does anybody not think he's the best player in baseball? LeBron James, just getting to the finals, more on the legacy. More. Him losing, Kevin Durant having a 40-point game, it means nothing. He's there with a bag of rocks. It's a joke.
Yeah, but you're not going to change people's opinions. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to try for an hour and a half every Wednesday night and Sunday night for the rest of eternity. And I'm going to do it at 6 a.m. on Instagram message. I'm going to do it on Twitter.
Bro, I woke up to some messages. Apparently, the whole Dirtball fam team, which I started.
It's your fault.
I started it.
He was trying to get an Instagram.
I had to turn off my goddamn notifications.
Okay, here's the backstory.
He was trying to get an Instagram follow. This is what turns out the whole time.
I woke up at like 4:30 to my fucking phone going bzzz.
Well, now you're just making things up because that just wasn't happening at 4:30. Here's what happened. Let me just give everyone listening the background. I got home Tuesday night from the show, and I look at the Dirty Sports DMs, and somebody slid in with
a Michael Rappaport factually incorrect meme.
Yeah, so they slid in with the Michael Rappaport meme, and I just wrote something along the lines, anybody, and I've said this before, anybody who gets their political opinions from a meme or sports opinions from a meme, you can't think intellectually. You have a minimal brain function because life is way more complicated. Politics, sports, they're more complicated than a meme. Agreed? You're not just going to sum up everything in a meme. So I came at the person and said that, and then I went to sleep. And then I woke up. And my boy Frano was literally it was like a debate. It was like if you were on a college campus and you were seeing a debate in live real time, but via DMs, and it was pretty interesting.
You know what? I'll say my whole strategy, it's great, and I only recently discovered this. My entire argument strategy is Tom Cruise stealing the rule book in A Few Good Men. When he takes it from Kevin Bacon and he goes back and he's like, "Can you show me where where the fucking mess hall is in the rule book?" He's like, "Well, it's not actually in there." He's like, "It's not in there." Well, what do you do when you're hungry? He's like, "Well, just follow everybody else at chow time." That's it. Turn a spotlight on your idiocy and then force you to say things that dig your own grave. This guy eventually admits to being an Angels fan. And I go, okay, who's the best player in baseball? And at that moment, he must be like, oh, fuck, I'm caught. That's it. I just got caught. I'm caught. I'm now in a spider web of my own lies. Who's the best player in baseball? Who is the best player in baseball, Andy?
I believe it's Mike Trout.
Trevor, what do you think?
I'd go Mike Trout.
EJ, I know you're not a big baseball guy. You know anything? Altuve? He's going Altuve. He's a Houston guy. It's Mike Trout, by the way. That's the answer. It's 100% Mike Trout. Mike Trout has made the playoffs once. He's never won a World Series. And it really does not factor in whatsoever. He's the best player in baseball. He's on a shitty team. He's been on a shitty team for a long time. That's what happens. He's on a shitty team. LeBron James just takes shitty teams to the NBA Finals. That's what he does. Tyronn Lue is, honestly, I'm not even really sure he's actually coaching. I actually do think LeBron James is coaching the team now because Tyronn Lue, which is also difficult, 45 minutes and coaching and running the offense. It's ridiculous.
You know what Tyronn Lue needs? This is what Tyronn Lue. I feel.
He needs hair razors to slit his wrists.
No, that's definitely not how we're going to do an ad for that. Jesus Christ.
Use that 5th trimmer blade, Tyronn.
What I was going to say is I think Tyronn Lue.
Get rid of that travel safety cover. Make sure that's nowhere to be found. Just slit your wrists.
Mark that down. Delete that. We are going to delete that. No longer.
They'll never hear it.
Well,
Also, by the way, not that they are going to hear it, but if I was going to kill myself, if I was Tyronn Lue, I would definitely use Harry's razors. That Gillette shit ain't going to work. Use that 5th trimmer blade.
Bro, don't be fucking with the fucking Dirty Sports bank account, fam. What I was going to say.
This from fucking this guy destroying the Special Olympics on Twitter and then retweeting on 11 million fake accounts.
Yeah, but I did damage control.
Yeah. What was that?
You got to do damage control. Man, maybe we'll go back to whatever I was going to say. What I think Tyronn Lue needs, you can mark this one down, EJ. I think he needs, because he's a father, he needs some of those delicious Omaha steaks, that amazing Father's Day gift package that we're offering, Brano. I actually ordered one today, the Father's Day gift package. I love these. I know my old man loves them. They're so convenient. They show up to your house. They have a great cooler, which you can reuse. All the food is good. It's packed well. It's not going to go bad. And right now, Omaha Steaks is giving a limited time offer to all the dirt balls for Father's Day at 78% off. This is a really amazing deal. So simply go to omahasteaks.com and type dirty into the search bar, and you can get this amazing Omaha Steaks Father's Day package, which includes 2 tender filet mignons, 2 beefy top sirloins, 4 beefy chicken fried steaks, 2 boneless pork chops, 4 all-beef Omaha steak burgers, 4 gourmet jumbo franks, 12 ounces of all-beef meatballs, 1 pound of steakhouse fries, 4 caramel apple
tartlets,
and one
tartlets.
and 1 Omaha
Tartlets.
Steaks seasoning packet. Plus, you get 4 more grill-ready Omaha steak burgers for free with that purchase. Again, get this limited-time package for only $49.99. Guys, I'm exhausted and out of breath just reading how much food you get. Again, for only $49.99 when you go to omahasteaks.com, simply type dirty into the search bar and add the Father's Day package to your cart. Don't wait. This offer ends soon. Go to omahasteaks.com, type dirty into the search bar, grab your dad and fire up the grill. Woo!
Tyronn Lue should definitely do that. He's going to need to save that money. He's definitely getting fired in the middle of next season after LeBron James leaves, and they're terrible. And I got to say, if I'm LeBron James, he's got to stop trying to he's got to stop trying to be a savior. He's got to stop trying to win a championship with a hodgepodge of nobodies and Tyronn Lue. It's over. You brought Cleveland the championship. You ran its course. Go play for a good coach. Go play for a great coach somewhere. Go be on a team that is going to surround you with at least one other legitimate NBA talent.
Shanghai Sharks. I'm pushing this. This is my move. He goes to Shanghai. He plays for the Shanghai Sharks. He gives a big middle finger to the NBA, to all the people who call him LeChoke, LeFlop, LeBust, whatever. He gives a big middle finger. He goes over there, or he just, retires.
I think you should absolutely be mercenary LeBron. I think you should absolutely go and win on multiple teams. I think you should be Dion when Dion went to the fucking Cowboys and then the Niners. Just start going. Just go, Rockets, you want it? All right, we'll get you a Rockets one. And then, Sixers. You guys want one? Cool. Heat. Should we give the Heat another one? Great. Let's go the Heat. Knicks, Lakers. Do it all. Portland. Go to San Antonio. Fuck it. I think you should literally sign 1-year deals from here on out. He doesn't need the money. Sign 1-year deals and just be like, watch this. I'll go with the team from the West. I'll go with the team from the East again. I'll go with the team from the West again. Like, if he went to the Rockets next year.
Are we still talking LeBron, man? We got to get over this.
If he went to
I'm LeBron'd out.
This is a serious question. If he went to the Rockets next year, the Sixers the year after, the Spurs the year after, and the Lakers the year after that, is that 4 more trips for LeBron James to the finals?
Say the teams again for me.
He goes to the Rockets next year.
Yeah.
Then he goes to the Sixers.
Yeah.
Then he goes to the Spurs.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the Lakers. Do all those teams make the NBA Finals?
I mean, it all depends on who's on those teams, I think.
Right. But we know who's going to be on the Rockets, essentially.
Yeah.
We know who would be on the Sixers. You got to consider if Greg Popovich is still coaching. Who cares if fucking Kawhi's there or not? If Greg Popovich, does this Spurs team make it to the finals with LeBron James?
And a healthy Kawhi?
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, I'd like to think so too. In fact, I know so.
Can we talk about Vince Carter for a second?
Did he die?
No, but he said that this is the funniest thing ever to me. He said that Alonzo Mourning stopped talking to him for 6 to 7 years after this dunk. Like I pulled the clip because I think it's funny.
Is Alonzo Mourning where does that rank on the Paul Pierce saltiness scale?
What's that?
Just general, like not talking to somebody because they dunked on you. Is that better or worse than on the Paul Pierce saltiness scale of just ripping a guy on national TV every week because he ended your career?
I mean, it's pretty salty. Here's the here's the clip. This is from I think it's from The Jump. Is that an ESPN show? The Jump? Yeah. Okay, this is what he said this morning.
Looking up and I'm like, wait a minute, he's standing there, he's not stepping forward. He's not stepping forward. And then all of a sudden he steps forward, but it was already too late. Like right there, I'm like, okay. Right when I bite my lip, I was like, all right, it's time to go. And then
oh man.
Next thing I know, he falls down and
he's on the Nets then.
He didn't talk to me like that for
as he shouldn't.
6-7 years.
No. 6 or 7 years?
Yes, Rachel Nichols. No, he didn't talk to him for 6 to 7 years. Oh, by the way, I forgot to bring this up. We're gonna do this every time we play any clip that involves Rachel Nichols. I have this. You're not interesting. Fuck Rachel Nichols.
I'm with you. I've always hated Rachel.
Fredo at the end is the best part of that clip. Oh, now he wants to listen.
God.
You're not interesting. Fuck Rachel Nichols.
I'm with you. I've always hated Rachel Nichols. Why are you pulling clips from The Jump, bro?
I thought it was amazing that he hadn't talked to him for 6 to 7 years because he got dunked on. What would the equivalent of that be? Like for us, non-basketball players, what would you have to do?
I have no idea.
I mean,
I feel like the podcasting equivalent of that has already happened so much. What do you got, Trevor? Trevor just went Jordan on you, full tongue out.
I know what he's thinking.
What's he thinking?
I know exactly what he's thinking. I wasn't even thinking before I asked that.
Kick somebody off the podcast.
Wow.
Too soon.
Wow.
Too soon. Trevor, you got to go?
No, let's go.
Okay. That's all right. If I read that wrong, by the way. There having some dog issues at home, which is fine. It happens. I thought I read it as because Trevor texted me.
I'm so confused.
I thought I read it as your dog ate a big thing of weed chocolate, and you're like, dude, I got to go to the hospital.
Your dog ate chocolate?
No, a little bit. And
Yeah.
the girlfriend's just freaking out because
Yeah.
he ate chocolate. But
Milk chocolate?
Yeah.
This dog's
And
fine.
it's a little bit too.
Yeah.
She's just.
My dog growing up ate a 3-pound chocolate bunny that we left on the table during Easter. He didn't even fucking blink.
Chocolate kills. Why does chocolate kill dogs?
It's just the heart. I think the sugar just makes the heart race so much, right?
It's just something they can't process chocolate like we can.
Okay. Good to know. That's one thing I did know. I knew that dogs couldn't eat chocolate. Now, weed chocolate they can totally eat, right?
Totally.
Dude, getting dogs high is fun, isn't it?
I've never got my dogs high.
You've never gotten your dogs high?
That's the one thing I'm kind of big on. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Lachlan was dog sitting one time, and the dog ate like a weed pill fell on the floor, and the dog ate, and the dog was like, dog was like out. We were like fucking rubbing it, like making sure it was alive. They were giving it milk and shit.
One of my buddies had one of those the vape cartridges or whatever, and he said his dog, who's an insane little like French bulldog, broke the cartridge and drank the oil, and he said that he was just completely out of his mind. Like he took him to the vet and everything, and they were like, "What happened?" He's like, "I don't know. I think it was an allergic reaction." And the guy was like, "Okay, well, he should be all right now." He's like, "But make sure he doesn't have any of these types of reactions again." I don't know what he ate. Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get your dog high, just hotbox that motherfucker with smoke. Like that's how I used to always do it. Like,
So rude.
I know. So I gotta tell this story real quick.
That's why Sammy's dead now.
No, I never did it to Sammy. My boy Cutter, who's been on this show, he used to pet sit, and we used to just fucking. Not only will we hook up with girls.
What happened when I would leave Vince here, man? Like, God.
Vince. You know what? I never got Vince high. I never blew smoke in his face. But Vince saw some good sex. I will say that. Vince saw me do some banging.
Yeah.
We fist bumped afterwards. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like 40-year-old virgin. And he is like Seth Rogen licking your asshole. Like,
Vince was into toes. More than once in my life, Vince started getting into a chick's toes when it was going down.
Wait, like he would start licking the toes?
Yeah. While we were fucking.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I was like, do work, Vince.
I told you that. I think I told that story. Did I tell on here? I tell on Davenport the one time where right when I came, the dog instantly, I was hooking up with a girl. She had a puppy. The dog instantly leaped up and started licking the cum and then started licking my dick.
Oh.
Like right after I came.
No.
And we lost another sponsor.
Make it
Make
stop.
Did you see that guy at Michigan State? Did you see what's going on at Michigan State?
No idea.
You know, they've had all the awful Larry Nassar thing.
Yeah.
Now they had a physician at Michigan State arrested for bestiality.
What did he do?
He fucked a dog.
No, I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
Was he somehow in sports?
It was
sports related?
No, but it was trending.
Never tell me that again.
It was trending.
We'll just shoehorn this one into the show.
I don't know. You know, look, I mean, we all know my history with San Francisco girl. Come on.
This show's off the rails.
This show has taken a turn.
I was trying to just talk about LeBron James for 2 straight hours. You're getting off it, and now suddenly we're talking about bestiality.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Dirty Sports. Anything goes. I want to talk about this Kyler Murray guy. Do you know much about him?
No. Should I have read the rundown? I don't know if that was on the rundown. Was that on the rundown?
Yeah. I know, my bad. I didn't send you the rundown. I didn't think you were going to be here tonight. Kyler Murray, he is the young guy who plays for Oklahoma right now. He's going to be the new quarterback.
yeah.
But he's drafted 9th by Oakland.
Yeah.
And today, this is even more breaking news since I saw this story. So he signed a guaranteed bonus, a deal with Oakland for $5 million.
Yep.
This is there's 2 things to this. You're actually going to love the one thing that this clip I'm going to play of Bo Jackson had said. Anyway, he can still play for Oklahoma this year. This is what the rule with the NCAA is if it's a different sport.
Yep.
So he's going to make $5 million.
Yep.
But he can still play because he's going to be the quarterback, most likely, the starting quarterback for University of Oklahoma.
Right.
I don't get that. But
I do.
But
the NCAA is a complete sham.
That's
the
what I'm
rules
saying.
make 0 to little sense.
But if somebody had given him $100 in the street just to play quarterback,
right,
he'd be suspended.
Or just for being handsome. Like you couldn't just get money for nothing.
Yeah. Well,
so he's gonna. I think that's a terrible idea. By the way.
Well, I agree.
For numerous reasons. One, you got your $5 million. That's great, but just go play baseball.
Yeah.
Less likely to get hurt. Also, less likely for them to
get rid of musty odors and excess moisture with Damp Rid.
If your house has moisture problems, Damp Rid fixes it.
What?
I
Is
put
it
Damp
playing?
Rid everywhere there's.
Oh, sorry. I like how Trevor's just clapping at me. So, this is what Dion said. Dion agrees with you.
Well, Dion's not a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I don't know. I pulled the wrong fucking thing. Anyway, but I want to play what Bo Jackson said, because this goes into our old athletes versus current athletes. Struggle is real to put on the headphones. Okay, so this is what Bo Jackson said when asked about it.
Bo, you were an all-star in both football and baseball, so what a perfect person to talk to about Kyler Murray, who was just drafted by the A's and who is in line to be the next starter at Oklahoma. And so when you look at an athlete like that, what kind of a struggle is he going to go through trying to play two different sports potentially?
The sporting world is a little different now than it was when I played. You have more talent, way more talent. Talent pool is deep.
Wait a second. Let me stop it there. Prano. Are you telling me that Bo Jackson, arguably one of the best athletes of all time, who's succeeded at not only football but baseball, said when he played it doesn't compare because the talent is way deeper and the talent pool.
Nah, that's crazy. Bo Jackson would rush for 4,000 yards a season because they can't hand check anymore. And he'd hit 50 home runs because not all the pitchers are on PEDs anymore. And he'd run up the wall and he'd stay up on the wall instead of running down because now gravity isn't as strong as it used to be in the 80s.
I just wanted to play that because I thought that was really interesting. That, again, one of the best athletes of all time just made the point that we've been making for months on this show, that athletes have never been better.
Because there's guys like Bo Jackson is a guy who played two sports at the highest fucking level. He gets it. When you're a guy like, Barkley or whatever, and you did your one thing and you did it really well, and somehow you were 6'5", but were playing power forward, you just can't, you can't admit it. You can't admit it that, you're not a 6'5" power forward anymore. That's not happening. There's no call for a fucking just you in the NBA. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, these are guys, they've seen it. The variety of athlete they've seen is so fucking great that they just know. They know what it looks like.
Yeah. I just thought that was great. That's literally, like I said, what we've been saying on here, on social media for the last few months. Athletes have never been better. Stop bringing up older generations. Just stop. Bo Jackson ended that right there in a 20-second clip.
I mean, we talked about it on Dirty Slides yesterday. I said it. Mike Trout's 26 years old. He has 220 home runs. He's already doing things. And I'm already saying it. We titled the episode, Mike Trout is the greatest player in the history of the game of baseball. I already put it out there. It's over. He's the best in the fucking most modern era. He's got 220 home runs at 26. That's it. What do you want? What are you going to tell me? Babe Ruth's fat ass?
What about Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds was fantastic. But Barry Bonds, first of all, besides the steroid situation, he wasn't doing what Trout was doing at 26.
Yeah.
He just wasn't.
Well, I think
you also do have to factor in that Mike Trout has no rings. They should change his name to Mike Choke.
I like how you looked into the camera for that one. That was very Prano looking into the dead eyes of faceless Twitter trolls.
At this point, that is the troll. In the room, I could talk to Trevor, EJ, you, but then that's where the troll lives. That's where the faceless troll is. I hope all of our trolls watch the YouTube show.
Well, I also
we know they do, and we know that they don't have an avatar on YouTube, and we know that they haven't uploaded any video ever.
I think the only segue... What's up, Trevor?
I was going to say, besides the dude that likes feet.
Except for he's not a troll. He's just got a foot fetish.
I see you, boo.
But I have a theory. I have a theory that no one
you think he jacked off?
That's ever put a shitty comment on YouTube has also ever posted their own video.
Speaking of
not once.
Speaking of our fan who likes feet, you think when you told that story about Vince, he was getting a boner? He's like, yeah, man. Oh shit, you tease, Frano.
Oh. I'm doing the Kobe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's like a fucking Subway footlong.
I mean, you say it, but it's right. Like, if you're not watching our YouTube videos, you have no clue what's going on right now.
I mean, I give at least 3 good YouTube Easter eggs every episode.
Yeah, you really do. We got to talk about this Eagles not going to the White House, Donald Trump shit. We have to. And you guys say, oh, the political shit. There's just no way to avoid it, man. Dude, this has gotten so stupid. There's no other way to put it. The whole shit with teams not going and the president and just what the fuck age am I living in?
Well, you're living in an age where...
What is happening?
You're living in the age of information. And in the age of information, you no longer even have the ability to just be a football guy. Everybody reads everything. Everybody sees all the news. There was a time, I mean, I even remember just like being young myself. Like, I didn't watch the nightly news. Like, I went to basketball practice and then came home and pretended to do homework and watch SportsCenter. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on with the fucking president. Like, I was like, oh, did he fuck somebody? That's pretty cool, president. Dopeness, you know? Sounds rad. You know, like, I don't know. I remember fucking, like, on SNL, I'd be like, oh, I guess that's what the president's up to. I don't fucking know. It's now everything is everywhere. And everybody has a lot more information. So you're just not Mr. Football Guy anymore. These guys all know what's going on. And it's great. It's a fantastic time to live where we have all the information all the time. But now they're like, yeah, he's a fucking jackass. And he basically just forced the NFL to make us all fucking stand because what? He didn't get a team back in the day because everybody knows he's a goddamn bankrupt slumlord? No, I'm not going. And then 5 fucking Christian dudes on the team were like, we're going. And then the White House was like, we're not just letting 5 show up. That'd be weird. It'd be like the fucking inauguration all over again. And then, so they canceled it. Donald Trump did that. You're not breaking up with me. I'm breaking up with you. It's so fucking stupid.
It's ridiculous.
And it is avoidable. No NFL.
No, but this whole fucking thing is just so stupid. It's so dumb. It's childish. Like, I was thinking about the other day, like, how we got here as a country, and you guys will say, oh, keep this shit out. I'm not going to keep this shit out because it's all here, like Joe's saying. It's here. It's not going anywhere. And I would like to keep politics out of my sports, but when the fucking president is tweeting about it, that just doesn't happen, guys. I don't care whose team you're on. First of all, fucking lose your political team bullshit. That's the difference between sports and politics. You shouldn't fucking have to root for a team all the time. He's fucking tweeting about this shit.
Yeah.
About people coming to the White House.
Which is another thing. Like, why are we who gives a shit? Who wants to go to the fucking White House? I've been to the White House. It sucked. It's stupid. Who cares?
Yeah, but it used to be.
President.
No, but see, it would be cool. Your team won. It was always, dude. My point is this. And I don't care how you fuck it. I'll just say how I feel. My whole thing on the Trump shit. This was never a problem. It didn't matter whether it was a Republican or Democrat. None of this shit ever mattered.
It should have though. It should have before. It should have. That's the thing. That's what I said today. That's why I texted you. I was listening to the Dent Report. Great episode with Lance Bass, by the way.
Thank you.
At one point, you said, and we're not really that free. You were talking about the country. I said, it warmed my heart. You're finally coming around. You're finally fucking opening your eyes. People should have been like, no, I'm not going to see Obama. Why would I go to the fucking White House? I rain threes in the NBA Finals. He rains bombs on fucking Syrian children, so we have a lot in common. We should talk about that. They should have said, fuck you too. You murder innocent people all the time. I'm not coming. They should have done that before. People should be doing this all the time. Black NBA players going to the fucking White House during the war on crime. Guys, wake up. The fact is they didn't have the fucking news. They didn't have the information. Now we live in the age of information. Now they have it. The idea that NBA players, the idea that the Chicago Bulls went to the fucking White House when goddamn, George Bush Sr. was in the White House is comical. It's comical. Your fucking uncles are in jail for smoking pot on the street and being black. You're going to go to the White House and be fucking George Bush? Wake the fuck up. And guess what? People are waking the fuck up. Good for them not going. They shouldn't go for anybody.
Well, I have a call that would probably disagree because I think we have an interesting call from Kyle Gamble, who's he's in the military. So, because I want to get different perspectives on this. So I'm going to play the call because I think it's a good discussion.
Hey, what's going on, boys? This is at KR Gamble, Panama City Beach Dirtball. I know we've kind of beat the anthem thing into the ground a little bit. I just wanted to bring up a few points that maybe you guys haven't touched on, kind of a different perspective. Let me just start by saying, as active duty military currently, I really couldn't give a shit either way. I think it's dumb that it's been politicized. But two things. Number one, Joe, just because we have freedom of speech in this country, and I do think freedom of speech should be absolute, you can't expect to be free from repercussions. You can talk as much shit as you want, but obviously you're going to be checked on it. So just because one opinion may be more right than the other doesn't mean that somebody's going to disagree or somebody's not going to disagree. And number two, the Philadelphia Eagles refusing to go to the White House.
They didn't.
I don't know exactly how many players on the Eagles conducted protests. I heard it was none, but it's just kind of ironic that the NFL players have been conducting these protests for the past 2 years, and it's like, okay, here's your chance to get face-to-face with the guy and maybe start a conversation, and then instead you just throw a hissy fit and just, we're not going. It just, I think, proves that these guys really don't give a shit and don't really believe in what they practice, and it's kind of just a fashion trend to, be a contrarian. Just wanted to see what you guys think, and stay dirty, boys.
All right, well, two things, and I really like Kyle. I've been following Kyle on Twitter for a really long time. Obviously, I have issues with our military in general, not the members of the military, but just the way that we use our military as a country in despicable and horrible ways. And that's, look, when you go into the military, you're signing up for that. You're signing up for going like, I'm going to do what I'm told by these people. So it's not really their personal choice what horrible, despicable things that they do. I like Kyle. I've liked Kyle for a long time, but both of his points, in my opinion, don't take into consideration a lot of just like very, very, very simple things. The idea that Donald Trump is listening to what these guys say when they go to the White House.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
It's like, my questions to anybody that would suggest that would start with, do you know who Donald Trump is? Do you know what Donald Trump's about? Do you have any basis for a history of how Donald Trump has listened to people in the past? I mean, Donald Trump has been caught lying about things so many fucking times. And I said I'd rather Donald Trump win than Hillary. I still stand by that. And I've talked on many podcasts about why that is the case. But the bottom line is he's not a good person. As a New Yorker, I've known he's not a good person for 25 years. He's a liar. He's a fucking scumbag. He's a slumlord. He fucking basically makes money by being bankrupt. The idea that these guys are going to go there and get his ear about fucking why they shouldn't have to stand for the national anthem, Are they going to talk to Donald Trump, the lifelong Democrat, or are they going to talk to Donald Trump, the Republican from the last fucking 3 years? Like, the idea that this guy's fucking listening to them is nonsense. So if that's your suggestion on why they should go.
Well, hold on a second. Let me hop in here on this. I mostly agree with you, and I thought the same thing when I heard his call today of he's not your, I don't even want to call him a politician. He's not your stereotypical person who's normally in the White House as far as listening. But it looks like he listened to Kim Kardashian.
No.
Because that woman today got out of jail.
No.
What, Alice Johnson, is that her name?
Kanye West has been an unabashed, crazy person, fucking Donald Trump supporter. And Donald Trump is a person that he loves you if you love him. He hates you if you hate him. He has no interest in hearing your side if you're opposed to him. He only has interest in hearing your side if you're for him. Kanye West is for him. Kanye West's wife comes, and Donald Trump goes, look, I do things with black people. This is so great. Look at it. I'm here with a black girl's wife, black guy's wife, and we're making beats, and I'm releasing people from jail. Isn't it fucking great? Look at me. And we're making America great again, one yay album at a time. It's so great. It's so great. I'm going to do a sex tape with her. I'm going to do a sex tape, and it's going to be the greatest sex tape ever. It's going to be better than Ray J. It's going to be better than Kanye. It's going to be like Kanye and Ray J together. I'm going to have sex with her. It's like he's literally just doing a dog and fucking pony show. He's not letting out a bunch of fucking black people who are in jail for nonviolent crimes. He's letting out one fucking person.
No, I agree. I'm just saying from that standpoint, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was just bringing up Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Look, I agree with you. I don't think Donald
Kim
Trump...
Kardashian's a fucking perfect example. She's not there because he's like open to different opinions. She's there because she's fucking Kim Kardashian. He's a fucking star fucking loser. And to his other point, the whole free speech without repercussions thing, you're absolutely right.
But what does he mean by that? I'll be honest, I'm confused.
He's saying the same old fucking bullshit response is like, oh, if these guys want to kneel, then they can fucking they should have to deal with it. It's like, you know what the problem with that is? There's no fucking rule. There's no rule about it. Why aren't NBA players kneeling? There's a rule. Why aren't...
Well, NBA players are supposed to stand. That is a rule.
Yes, exactly. Because here's how collective bargaining agreements work. You sit down, the players' union and the owners sit down, and they have a negotiation. And one guy puts one thing on the table, and the other guy goes, I don't know about that. What about this? And so in the NBA, for example, this is not exactly how it went down, but for example, they were like, we think everybody should be standing during the anthem all the time. That Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf thing was really weird. We don't want that to ever happen again. And the NBA players, are like, look, we think that's bullshit, and it kind of curbs our free speech, and we're not going to do it. And they're like, how about guaranteed contracts? And they're like, we'll sign it. Yes. So you're saying if Eddie Curry gets a heart disease and has to retire from basketball, he still gets $50 million? Yes, we do. Great. We'll sign right here. We'll sign right here. In the NFL, there is a collective bargaining agreement, and the owners and the players' union negotiate on things. There's not a fucking rule. The NFL players aren't stupid. That's why they did this. That's why they did it. They decided to do something that was not against the rules. When you sign up and work for a company, there's rules. You break those rules, you can be fired. You can be fined. Why aren't they fining players for kneeling anymore, Andy? Do you know? If you go into this season, why aren't they fining players who kneel?
They're going to fine the teams.
Why are they fining the teams and not the players?
Because it's a way around the collective bargaining
Exactly.
agreement.
So now you're breaking the rules. You're finding loopholes specifically to curb freedom. I guarantee you in Roseanne Barr's contract that she has a clause about affecting the brand. If she hurts the fucking ABC, if she whatever, that they can fire her and they don't even fucking need anything. They can just say, this is what she did, and she's fired. The NFL has those rules too, but the NFL's rules have nothing to do with players standing for the anthem or not standing for the anthem, and they've circumvented those rules. They've circumnavigated those rules just to do this. So the idea that you can have free speech, these guys aren't yelling hate crimes. These guys aren't yelling hate speech. These guys aren't doing anything bad. They're not even fucking speaking. In fact, they're kneeling at the direction of a Navy fucking SEAL.
But that's why
So, Kyle, I love you, but your 2 points are awful.
Well, that's why I liked what Malcolm Jenkins did today. He didn't speak. Did you see it? He just held up.
Yeah, I did. And it's making me ill that the Eagles keep doing the things right. It's fucking gross. And I hate it, but good for them. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I just want to clarify that because he mentioned I don't know if they protest. They did not protest, and all of those photos of them kneeling was them praying.
Yeah.
No, I knew that.
So all that shit, that
yeah,
really,
they were yeah, but the thing is, they were praying that soldiers die. That's what they were praying for.
Well, not one person.
That's what they were kneeling. They were going, "Dear God, kill soldiers, and burn America because they hate us."
But
they
even
hate
the term protest is inaccurate.
Yeah, no shit.
Kneeling was a sign. Like before all of this shit, it was a sign.
They're not protesting America. They're not protesting the flag.
No shit.
It's insane.
Well, but this is my point, guys. This is my point. I think I'm. When this all started, you can go back to you can go back to Old Dirty Sports. I'm on record saying, what is this shit gonna do? I'm literally on record saying, I have no problem with what Kaepernick does, but what is it gonna do? Well, it looks like it's done a lot, and it's still working, and I was wrong. And now I'm even done a full 180 because it's shown how ridiculous the other side is on all this shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just shown the blatant hypocrisy of, and dude. To me, this is what I'll say on all this shit, because this goes beyond sports. I mean, it goes back to the beginning of our show about the fucking cake thing. Why do you care? If you're listening to this show, why do you care if two gay guys want to get a fucking cake made? Why do you care if a black guy wants to hold up his fist or kneel? Why do you care? Ask yourself that. Why does that offend you? It's not hurting you.
It's the same thing. It's about insecurity. Remember the joke about how the cake guy is fucking not making gay cakes because, let's be honest, he's a baker. There's probably a little bit of him that's been made fun of for being gay.
Yes.
And then he takes it out and all that. Kyle is an active military member. And he goes, to be honest with you, I don't care, but hear me out on these 2 points. The amount of military that I've heard say that. But you know who is really fucking loud about it? People that never fucking thought once for serving. So there's this insecurity about, I'm a fucking pussy. I'm a pussy. I would never fucking sign up for war because I'm a fucking pussy. So I'm going to fucking fight on the internet for all the soldiers out there who don't give a fucking single fuck because they're fighting for their lives over wars that we shouldn't be in. I'm going to fight for them on the internet behind a fucking Kermit the Frog meme wearing a hood and holding an American flag. Because I'm an internet soldier. I'm too fucking pussy to be a real fucking soldier, so I'm going to be an internet soldier. And my war is the war on the anthem that I don't fucking stand for when I go to the ball games because I'm fucking too busy in the hot dog line getting hot dogs because I'm also a fat Midwest, Texas, Southern fucking piece of shit fucking pussy. Insecurity. That's what brings all this shit out. Insecurity, it's the same, it goes back to the same thing with LeBron James. The fucking faceless trolls on the internet. LeBron James is a fucking bitch. You just called a 265-pound, 6'9" man who has dominated sports at the highest level a bitch. Why? Because you're insecure. You didn't even fucking make your goddamn high school basketball team. That's why you hate LeBron James. What a flopper. Remember when you fucking flopped at a JV practice and never played again? That's why you call people a fucking flopper, because you're a bitch. When you do it, when you fucking play, when you're out there, you go, holy shit, man. I was a fucking bitch when I played high school basketball. This dude's doing it in the NBA, and he's doing it way better. That's why I'm like, I get it. All respect. You are the fucking best. Bitch ass, no fucking life having fucking losers. Insecure fucking bitches.
And that Joe Prano rant has been brought to you by SeatGeek, the official ticket app sponsor of the Dirty Sports. Joe, you might not be going to football games, but I was.
I'm going to football games this year. I'm going to slap some beers out of anybody that's holding one's hands while the national anthem is playing.
Well, guess what? I was on SeatGeek. I was looking at concerts.
Yeah?
I was looking at a bunch of
Don't go dangling concerts in front of me again, and then we don't go.
I know. I know. And we almost went last year. The Dead and Company.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be at Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
I was looking at SeatGeek, and tickets were as low as $65 on SeatGeek for the Dead and Company. I know you guys keep laughing.
Minus 20 with that SeatGeek rebate.
Exactly. Again, I was looking at Elton John comes here multiple times. So I'm not worried about Elton John. I'm seeing Elton. He's coming.
Oh, Elton comes multiple times, all right.
Yeah, he does, especially wearing that duck outfit. Guys, best of all, if you hop on SeatGeek, just download the app because all our listeners, like Joe just said, get $20 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code DIRTY today. That's promo code DIRTY for $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. We're moving along here, No Chill.
Great. Oh yeah, that's what I said. EJ just suggested we go to games and kneel, and that's what I said. I
don't want to do that personally, but
well, okay, you don't have. Well, look, you don't have to be part of our crew, but
I'll be with the Shaboring crew.
Yeah, you can stand outside with Papa Shaboring, who didn't go into the game last year because of the anthem thing. This year he's in. That's why I said I don't know what, and I still want the answer, and I'd like for us to work. I know we were talking about getting Ryan Grant on. I'd even like to try to talk to somebody who's currently in the NFL, somebody that's been outspoken about this stuff, because I want to know what to do. If the answer is reactivate my Facebook account just to start a group and try to get people around the country to kneel together during the anthem,
But what are you kneeling for?
I'm now kneeling in support of the players who can't kneel. I'm just kneeling for freedom of speech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They can't kneel? Fine, let's all kneel. I want all of Section 112 to kneel, because then the fucking TV crew is going to be like, well, breaking news in the kneeling thing, there's a whole section of the L.A. Coliseum kneeled for the anthem today. And then Trump's going to be like, oh, those people, they're all out. You're all out of the NFL. I'm like, I just bought tickets to the game, bro. That's not how it works. You're out. You're not allowed to come to my inauguration the next time. You're not coming. You're disinvited, Prano. You're not allowed to be at the White House. Never. You can't come on a tour. You can't come if you win something. You're never coming.
You know my favorite thing is? It just hit me, and we basically kind of talked about it. My favorite thing of the whole stick to sports, whether it's LeBron or us or whoever, the whole stick to sports thing, it's like you can't stick to sports when the president of the country can't stick to politics. You're getting involved in the sports world. You see what I'm saying? Like, people want to say, oh, stick to sports. My point is the whole thing with LeBron was stick to sports. It's like, well.
But it's also like the same thing. It's like, what do we have to stick to slumlording? Like, stick to reality TV.
Yeah.
Stick to fucking casinos. I mean, Ronald Reagan was an actor. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, there's no stick to, like, Ronald Reagan was the Gipper. You know what I mean? Like,
he used to be the SAG president.
Yeah. This isn't a stick to fucking anything situation anymore. It's all a fucking
We're
popularity
all onions.
contest.
I say it all the time, right, guys? We're all onions. We got many layers.
Yeah.
I'm not just one thing. You should see me on the weekends. I wear some interesting clothes when I go out in West Hollywood. Dirty Sports teaser.
Is it Pride Week?
It's Pride Month.
Oh, yeah.
There was a big Pride event down in Venice last week.
Yeah, I missed it.
I know. I was a little bummed.
You didn't get to wear your bikini out?
I mean, come on. Nothing better than gay dudes hitting on you, right? And you're like, no, I can't.
Except straight chicks. Wait, what?
Touche, Joe Prano. Touche.
Well, you heard my joke from San Francisco, which is based in reality. I'm a fucking gay icon. The gay community loves me.
I like that bit.
I'm a fucking.
It's a new bit. Is that a new bit?
Like, when gay dudes like go to a police sketch artist and they're like, describe your perfect man. He ends up looking like me with the mustache. He's like, he's got hairy chest, the mustache.
You know what I came across the other day, and this is going way back. This is the first big Dirty Sports bet. I don't know if I have it up, but
the purple hair.
No, our first big bet that Prano lost less than a year into the show.
Oh, it was when I had to go on Grindr?
Joe had to go on Grindr for how many days in New York?
A week, and I had to put my real number on there.
Yes, and you had to put your real number on there.
Because the Giants lost to the Cowboys. That was the game of the catch.
It was Monday. Was it Monday Night Football?
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football. Anyway, I came across, it's somewhere on my computer. I don't know where it's at. I came across because I still had a screenshot of your Grindr profile.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because you had your number, but then you had like Eli's the greatest. Like that's all it said. What did it say?
I said, I'm here to meet New York Giants quarterback Eli Manning. If you're Eli Manning, call this number. If you're not Eli Manning, don't bother.
That's a good bet.
Yeah.
That might have been our best bet we've had.
Yeah.
The Grindr
Although
bet?
now with all the Trump stuff, like I'd really love you to get out there with that "Make America Great Again" gear on. What was that from?
What was the bet?
I don't know, but you lost it. I remember that.
The bet was that I had to wear it
for a week.
No, I thought it was Inauguration Day. Yeah.
No, it was like a week.
Let's find it.
It was definitely a week.
And you were like, I'm going to do it at the Women's March.
No, I said I was going to go Inauguration Day, but remember it was raining, and you were like, fuck that. We're not going down there. So I'm putting that on you. Are you sure it was a week?
Yeah. You were supposed to wear it around for a week. And you were like, I'm going to, fuck that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get a T-shirt. I'm going to get a hat. I'm doing the whole thing.
I do. I have a T-shirt and a hat.
It's time, bro.
And if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, one of your loopholes was that, like, oh, I'll wear it during Andy's Little Beach workout, like for the hour, 2 hours that you're there. Whatever.
No, I didn't want to do it during that.
You're
saying I wanted to?
Because that was going to be your little, I'll wear it there for a week.
Well, somebody's going to have to go back into the archives. I remember it was like everywhere you went for a week.
I had to wear the Trump stuff.
Yeah.
I would get accosted now.
Well, you should have done it early in this presidency.
I mean, that would be a way to die, right? Over a bet. Like, 36-year-old podcasting comedian Andy Ruther found dead after he's wearing Trump stuff. Not because he supported him, because of a bet he had to pay up from 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
To Joe Prano, who's now overtaking the show, who's... What do they say?
I feel like you're already dented from this incident.
No, I was trying to say, when someone dies, they're left with what's the saying?
Survived by?
Andy's survived by E.J. Gomez and Trevor Nickel on the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Survived by his two sons, Puerto Rican E.J. Gomez.
That's what I was trying to say. Dude, we got to talk about this Mexico. Dude, World Cup, bro.
Yeah? What's going on?
Good World Cup news. First of all, we have confirmed.
Hold on. I got it. Do you guys care about the World Cup? Is there any care? EJ's in. Trevor's no.
In for what, this story?
Yeah.
You're in for this story.
I don't even know what it says.
Report, Mexico's World Cup squad hosts around 30 prostitutes at pre-World Cup party.
Great. Everybody knows I'm pro-prostitute.
Members of the Mexico national team reportedly joined...
I'm so pro-prostitute. Yeah.
This came out today.
And prostitute.
Members of the Mexico national team were reportedly joined by around 30 prostitutes.
This would be like if this was the USA team, it'd be like, it's over. Mexico's, yeah, we did it.
No, wait until you hear the story. That's why nothing's happening to these guys. This is what I love. Joined by around 30 prostitutes at a farewell party ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. This was last Saturday after they defeated Scotland in the
Scotland.
the big stadium. The Gossip magazine noted that including nine players, including, all right, we're going to see Ruther Spanish, including Guillermo Ochoa, forward Raul Jimenez, defender Carlos Salcido, midfielder Marco Fabian, and brothers Jonathan and Giovanni Dos Santos were in attendance. Damn, I crushed that. What? Jimenez was off? Jimenez, whatever. Tomato. They were all in attendance at a private compound in the Mexican capital. This is what I love. Officials have said, like Prano just alluded to, none of the squad will be sanctioned because the event took place on their own time.
Yeah, great.
Guillermo Cantu.
This is why I'm moving to Mexico.
No, listen to this quote. Guillermo Cantu, a general secretary of the Mexican Football Federation, said, "A free day is a free day. And those are the risks that one runs with freedom."
This is why I'm moving to Mexico. That's fucking freedom.
It's pretty amazing.
None of those girls were on their knees while they were giving blowjobs, were they? Absolutely not. They're all being sanctioned. So many sanctions. The most sanctions. It's going to be the best, too. Sad what happened. Sad.
I like Prano doing Trump. I like this. pretty good.
I'm rooting for Mexico now. This is it. I needed a World Cup team. Now I got one.
I'm gonna be honest. So am I.
I'm rooting for Mexico
and I have a Mexico T-shirt that I bought.
Great.
When I went to the World Cup, or when I went to the USA Mexico game at the Rose Bowl.
Yo, fool. I'm so much more significantly interested in the World Cup suddenly, bro.
Me too, bro.
The country that I'm moving to is pro-prostitute. It's on, bro. Mexico. Viva Mexico. Fuck yeah. I care more about this World Cup than I've ever cared about a World Cup.
I'm all for Team Mexico, too. I thought the exact same thing today.
100%. Where is this World Cup? Brazil? No.
Russia.
Russia? Fuck. I was like, we should go. SeatGeek!
I wonder if SeatGeek works in Russia. You see what they're doing in Russia? You probably didn't see this. I saw this headline. They're killing stray dogs in the street in Russia.
Yeah, awful people.
Yeah, they're awful people to clean it up before tourists arrive for the World Cup.
Because you know how tourists hate dogs. Oh, fucking idiots.
What the fuck is wrong with that country? But see, this is where I do appreciate America. We ain't killing dogs, bro.
Yeah. We're carrying them in our purses to brunch.
Yeah, we got to stop that too. I told you, that's my new thing. I tweeted that out. My new thing is like
I know. I was setting you up, bro.
You were setting me up? I appreciate that. I want to start a new, everybody talks about adopting dogs, which is great, and I refuse to use the term rescue, all that other shit.
Why? You are rescuing them from death.
Well, no, you're adopting them. You're adopting them.
You're also rescuing them from death.
Well, you're adopting them. I just don't like the term rescue. I think of a superhero, like I was rescued. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, my point is this. I want to start.
Hold on. I guess we got to cover this. Let's say you're out doing Andy's Little Beach workout, right?
Yeah.
Which I saw you doing the other day.
Joe caught me yesterday, guys. It's never happened before.
He has a fanny pack.
It's not. Hold on. It's not grab it. It's not a fanny pack. Go on the top of my. Go on the top of my
You
hand.
got a fanny pack and a bandana.
It's not a fanny pack.
No, it is a fanny pack.
The bandana's to wipe off my sweat. Trevor, you're wearing a winter hat inside. It's 70 degrees out, and you're wearing.
It's a Warriors winter hat.
And
it's called fashion.
It is super hot in here.
Yeah, Trevor.
It's called fashion, bro.
Fashion. You dress like I used to dress. It's not fashion. If you want real fashion, you get this Flag and Anthem gear. Which, by the way, you can get 25% off, Joe Prater.
Yeah.
If you go to flagandanthem.com, look at my fresh brick jeans. Yeah, there's that. You can toss that for the camera. I see you're wearing Flag and Anthem jeans.
Flag and Anthem jeans, indeed. Love me some Flag and Anthem.
Flag and Anthem. We just put in our orders for our new summer gear.
It's the only Flag and Anthem I salute is Flag and Anthem clothing line.
That's right. Go to flagandanthem.com right now because if you put in promo code DIRTY, you get 25% off your first order.
25%. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No fanny packs, sadly, on flagandanthem.com.
No, but just go to flagandanthem.com, drop in promo code DIRTY. You get 25% off that order. Trevor.
Get you some summer stuff. They got some new shorts.
It's on top of the hamper.
They got some new shorts on there, which I like. Yeah. They got some great T-shirts.
It's not a fanny pack.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's what you put your belt in.
That's it right there, right?
I'll put it on camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what fucking runners wear. You guys don't know shit about running.
What the fuck is that?
It's called a flip belt. You guys don't know shit. It's a fanny pack. It's not a fanny pack.
No, it's not a fanny pack. It's just, what is it?
You put your keys and your phone in it when you run.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow? Where else am I going to put them when I run?
Pockets? You have pockets in your shorts?
Now, hold on, watch.
What the fuck is that?
Now you guys understand. It's a fanny pack, right?
What is a fucking fanny pack?
It's an athletic fanny pack. It's on your fanny, and you're packing shit in it.
It looks like if your waistline had a strain, and you would put that on there to
You want to zoom in on this?
No. I think we can see from here that it's clearly some sort of athletic dry fit fanny pack.
That's not a fanny pack. Yeah, exactly. It's an athletic and fanny pack do not go together. This is just it's like a waistband that you put on again.
And what do you keep in there? Like your
I put my phone,
like your keys,
and my keys. Because the shorts, I wear runner shorts, which don't have pockets, bro. So if you're a serious runner like Andy Ruther, they don't have pockets.
So the things that you keep in a fanny pack.
It's not a fucking fanny pack, bro.
Except it is in the same spot on your body as a fanny pack and holds the same things as a fanny pack.
It's not a fucking fanny pack.
I mean, you can keep saying that. You just need to offer an argument.
And what's wrong with the bandana? This is to wipe my sweat when I run.
How did we get on this?
Because you saw me, you caught me, I guess, according to you, doing Andy's Little Beach Workout.
I had a great point that came with Andy doing his Little Beach Workout, but we've long since lost it. I remember what it was. Let's say you're doing Andy's Little Beach Workout, right? And you're running along the beach with your fanny pack, and you got your little fanny pack on, and you're going, and you look out in the water, and you just see a dog drowning. Do you go? You get that dog?
Yeah, you're rescuing that dog.
Yeah, you're rescuing it from dying. That's exactly
he's
my
so
point.
upset now about his little fanny pack.
It's not a fucking fanny pack.
Why?
He's like, it is not a fanny pack.
Why are you so sensitive?
Coming from Trevor.
Oh, Trevor.
Why are you so sensitive?
Trevor's learning something from Joe Prano versus internet trolls. He's like, find their chink in the armor and exploit it.
I'm not sensitive. I just don't think it's a fanny pack. In my opinion, it's not a fanny pack.
Okay.
But you're pretty upset about it, too.
You are really sensitive about it.
No, I'm just because I never had heard. Again, so you know where I got this?
In fact, wait, hold on. The other day, and I think this maybe even happened on air, I suggested you get a fanny pack. And you were like, I have a fanny pack.
No, I said I should get one because they're fashionable. I was joking. I didn't say I had a fanny pack. Oh yeah, I thought I might have one because they said
that's maybe one.
No, because they said a bunch of dirtballs sent me a bunch of funny stuff as sheriff of Savagetown, and I think a fanny pack might have been sent as well. No, where I got this, remember I ran the Nashville Marathon.
Yes, I
Okay,
remember.
I ran half of it and then I walked half of it, let's be honest. When you go to these big marathons, they all sell these things for runners. Again, you're running a long time. You need somewhere to put your phone. If you wear, like you saw me the other day, I was wearing runner shorts. Those are runner shorts. Were they short?
By the way, I understand the purpose of a fanny pack and why people wear them. Stop telling me about the purpose of a fanny pack.
You're shaming me right now.
I'm not. Why? I just said you had a fanny pack. Why does it matter?
You're just being very sensitive about it.
Yeah, you're being sensitive about it.
It says on
yeah, fanny pack
the
is
label,
like,
it says flip belt.
Yeah, fanny pack is like a tissue, and flip belt is like Kleenex. It's like a name brand of the other thing.
I love that thing, by the way.
Yeah, of course you do.
In fact, I've lost enough weight. I need to get a smaller one. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe get one with a clip and an adjustable belt size, so then you don't have to buy a new one every time you lose weight.
Don't tell me what to do, Prano. I still have that freedom. I want to talk about the new Forbes list for highest paid athletes.
Great. Who's on it? 4 soccer players, a golfer, and then LeBron James.
Let's see if you. Let's see
Is
if
that
you,
pretty close?
Let's see if you can guess.
Yeah.
So Forbes released their list of highest paid athletes.
Yeah.
Who's number one, Joe Prano?
Is this? By the way, is this just
2018? I'm sorry, 2017.
Is this just their contracts, or is this
everything?
Everything.
Endorsements. Who was the highest grossing athlete in 2017?
The handsome soccer guy, Ronaldo.
No. Give you 3 tries.
Messi.
No.
I don't know. Who's the other big fucking soccer guys?
Think of all athletes. That's a
not.
hint. Who made the most money in 2017?
I mean, it's got to be a foreign guy, right?
No, it's an American.
Really? Floyd Mayweather?
Yep.
Really?
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, yeah, well, he did have the one big fight this
year. He made $285 million last year.
Wow.
275 in earnings off winnings and $10 million in endorsements. You were close. Messi was number 2. He made $111 million. Cristiano Ronaldo's 3 at $108 million.
There you go.
McGregor 4 at $99 million. Neymar 5 at $90. LeBron 6.
I mean, 4 soccer players that fucking...
Steph, listen to who's in the top 10. Steph Curry made $76.9 million at 8. Matt Ryan made $67.3 million last year. And coming in at number 10, Matthew Stafford, because of his deal, made $59.5 million because they had all that guaranteed money.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
I saw someone...
McGregor and fucking Mayweather, just their fight. Just their fight puts them in the top 4.
Just their
McGregor
fight.
didn't do anything last year but that fight, right? And
he got $14 million in endorsements, too.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's a lot of money, but I'm just saying. of the 200 million or whatever.
So I woke up, and I had seen this earlier. I saw this yesterday, but I woke up and it was Twitter moments. Forbes releases their list, and of course, it's like it's one of those things where I woke up at like 8 a.m. and I wanted to go after this cheddar dick, but I was like, oh, am I gonna start a?
Who is it? Darren Rovell?
No, it was somebody like not one. This is the first time ever not one female has made the top 100. It's the first time ever.
Okay.
And some cheddar dick was like, this only, it's always the fucking like male feminist. It wasn't a female. He's
almost as bad as the white female feminist. Almost as bad.
Almost
the male
as bad.
Feminist. Yeah.
The male feminist is worse.
Somebody put it up. I forget who it was. Might have been Michael Costa. I don't want to give credit where credit is not due, but somebody put up a fantastic one that said male feminist plus time equals sexual assault allegation.
That's a great fucking tweet.
Yeah.
That's a funny tweet. Yeah, it was some dude who, of course, made Twitter moments who had like 4,000 retweets or some shit. And again, that was the headline, is that this is the first time ever that not one female has been in the top 100. And Serena was always doing it, but she took time off last year because, she had a kid. So this dude tweets like, this is only highlighting the discrepancy between. It's like, no, dude. You know what it's highlighting? No one watches the WNBA. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
It's based
or women's soccer, obviously, or women's boxing, obviously, or women's UFC, obviously, or anything besides women's tennis, honestly.
It's capitalism. It's what happens. But it's the same way with movie stars. The female movie star who fucking generates revenue at the box office makes more money than a lot of male stars. It's fine. It's fucking how things work.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind that
I mean, that list is the definition of capitalism, because when you look at it, the guy at the top is an athlete that works only for himself, not with a team, and he makes the most money.
Yeah.
If he had to split that pay-per-view revenue with the 5 other shitheads on the Cavs, he wouldn't be anywhere near the fucking top of that list.
Yeah.
Soccer? I don't give a single fuck about soccer. I didn't even know the handsome soccer guy's name. I didn't want to say Ronaldinho because I knew it was not right. And I don't give a fuck, but the world does.
You want to hear the youngest on the list?
Sure.
The top 5 youngest earners.
Bryce Harper?
No. The Greek Freak.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Spieth.
How old is Jordan Spieth?
Spieth? Okay, Spieth.
See? Don't care about golf either. How old is Jordan Spieth?
I don't know. It doesn't say their age, which sucks. Number 3 is Bradley Beal. Number 4 is Andre Drummond. Number 5 is Steven Adams.
Wow.
Steven Adams made $23.5 million last year.
Wow. Fascinating.
Yeah. But that's just the youngest that are in the top 100.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, that's the fucking show. We've covered it all.
We have some calls?
I think we're dealing with time constraints at this point.
Okay.
We didn't really have that many calls. So, yeah. But you guys can always call in. 310-359-8365. The hotline will be there forever. Name that movie, EJ. Forever.
Come on, EJ. You're in that movie.
You know what? Just because of that, I'm not even going to attempt to name this.
But I love the look that he hold on to the mic. He knows it. I love the look you just gave me. Like, bro, you did horrific in Does the Intern Know?
When did I ever say I didn't do horrific?
But you're giving me a look now, and I'm asking you what that is.
No,
like,
it was more like you said we're on time constraints, and then you added more time to this thing.
We always got time to rip on the interns, you know? No hint? You're in that movie.
I'm not even going to guess. I'm telling you.
You know what it is.
No.
You actually don't know?
No.
Give it to Trevor. Trevor's disappointed in you. What movie is that?
It's The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Benny the Jet? Nothing.
So this whole time, Benny the Jet. I'm trying to. That nickname never made sense to you. Like what? Where did that?
This is like the fanny pack thing all over again. Can you get out of here?
All right, guys, that's the show. My boy Prano here on my left. He's going to be leaving me a bunch.
Yeah. What have you thought about what you're going to do while I'm gone?
Yeah, I have a fucking centaur view that I'm going to fucking put up where you sit, and I'm just going to look at that and talk to that.
And I'll call in.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get somebody to make the mouth move for the YouTube show.
I'm not even joking about that. I don't know if Charlie or Nick D can do that, but yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
That'd be awesome. Well, come see me. I'll be in Tahoe next week, 13th through the 17th. Harvey's, Improv at Harvey's. And then New York after that. Just added some great shows. Greenwich Village Comedy Club, Gotham Comedy Club for some crazy VR, virtual reality show.
That sounds amazing.
Empire City Casino, Pirates at Mets, New Jersey Stress Factory the following weekend, then back here, and then the 2 weekends up in Washington, one in Lake Chelan, and then Bingle Fest in Monroe, Washington.
If you're out by Joe, go see him, support him.
Yeah.
I know he'd love to meet you guys. He'd love to take pictures with you guys. I met a dirtball the other day. He hit me up, Steven. He was looking for you too. I took a picture with him.
Did you tell him I was out in the ocean giving two South Koreans a surf lesson?
I told him you were giving a surf lesson to 2 Asians. I didn't know they were Koreans.
Yeah.
Now, what was their opinion on? Did they think I had a fanny pack or not? Because they saw me.
Well, the girl had no opinion because she didn't speak English at all.
So how'd that go
and
for you?
And the dude was just trying not to drown. So I don't think he was concerned. He was like, "Is this a fanny pack of water?" Because, yeah, no, it was interesting. He really wanted to learn to surf. I got to give him credit. He tried real hard.
I should probably start learning at some point, right?
Yeah.
I've lived here way too long. Great, that's just what I need, a surfboard in this place. Like, there is no room in my apartment. Yeah, guys, follow Joe on Twitter at FixYourLife.
Yeah.
You can follow me at Andy Ruther or a show at The Dirty Sports. You can follow the interns here at EJ Gomez or Trevor_Nickel. We got some great iTunes reviews this week. I want to give you guys much props for that. Thank you. Again, if you drop that Twitter handle, you get an automatic follow back. And I want to plug Dent Report. I thought if you guys want to get non-sports stuff, I had a great interview with Lance Bass, which went way into everything from In Sync to the music business to Donald Trump. And I thought he shared his Cisco story is amazing. It alone is worth the listen.
I didn't get that far, but like I said, it was a great episode. My favorite part was like the quote of yours where you said, "We're not that free." Really, again, I was like, my little bird's learning to fly. Look at him out there. I said that on the show one time. You're like, "Where are you going for more freedom than this, bro?" I had to start listing countries.
I didn't say it like that. I still think we're very free compared to a lot of countries. But that's a whole other discussion. But Lance,
listen to the Dent Report with Lance.
Well, I'll tease it a little more. Donald Trump used to call Lance.
I heard that part
personally to get him on The Apprentice, which I thought was fascinating. Anyway, guys, thanks for all the love, and yeah, guys, we're gonna keep doing our thing. So let us know how you feel on Twitter. I love reading Joe going back and forth with people on DM.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, Dirtballs. Thanks for listening to the show, and most importantly, don't forget, condoms are for pussies.
I said, welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Prano. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.